Okay. Hi again. Yeah. How are you doing today? Great. Okay, so because this is all the challenges, I'm thinking again to take this deck because they will each of them get the annoying sigil, so we're just going to use them as sacrifice. If not, later we could try the Mantis god with the ringworms. So, do you want to make the choices this time? Okay. Have you brought me fine pelts? Hair belts. The cockroach would be nice, but we can't use this thing yet unless we really are sacrificing at least one squirrel, because we've got 3 cars that can be sacrificed and give us bones. Raven and cockroach. I will make good use of these. Okay, we can buff something at a fire. A group of starving survivors stood around the dying campfire. There's room for a creature on the fire, one said. The warmth enhances health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all but could not stop licking their lips. The Gek. Once or twice. Considered leaving the creature by the fire for another moment. This would be risky. Nope. The survivors were right about the flames. They enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, he made a hasty retreat. You Gek. Okay. There's a bee coming. So obviously we don't want to place the Gek in the way of the bee to increase its strength. But we can place the raven. Well, we won anyway, so. Okay, so we could go for a pack rat, or we could go for the gold. Gold it is. I like me a gumball. Pick a boulder. Show me with the strike. I'm guessing the one in the middle. Yes, yeah. Oh, only bugs under that boulder. Strange vermin, Dadden. You want it? Well, yes. You came upon the old woodcarver who fixed her intense gaze upon you. After another long moment of silence, she moved to her carvings. Something that bites. Or something that is related to reptiles. We've got 2 reptiles, the tadpole plus the gek. But I think something that gets stronger as it kills something may be a better choice. You hunched down to place her offering in your pack. When you looked up again, the ancient woman had vanished. The worker ant. So they fly. I've got nothing that can stop the ants. The tadpole would take 1 turn to evolve, but it's probably going to boost whatever car's coming this way. So the gek. I mean, I think this is going to be the end for us. Yep. This is going to be the end. Even if we pull a tooth, it's going to deal 4 damage. And this ant will be buffed by the gek. We didn't go very far in this one. We can't even play the cockroach because nothing can be killed. So this was our second fight. We could try again, maybe have better luck. Because if I placed, for example, we swap every time we die, either you do it, I don't want to do it with you. Okay. Because there was nothing I could do here. If I placed the gek in front of the stump, the gek would have had to deal hitting the stump. The stump would have dealt a blow to the gek as well. So, yeah. So I'll try, and then next turn we'll see about trying something else, or we could try again with this deck. But I think this one is something that we need to do, because those cards can easily be replaced by something strong. Show me some exquisite pelts. Hair pelt. So I'm thinking, as much as the cat is great, we can't really use the cat to fight. So even if we place the cat, the undying cat, so what? We can't do anything about it. We need to play the flying ant or the raccoon. It's pretty much what we can do here, because if we take the flying ant and raven egg, it may take us a turn to deal 2 damage, which might take too long, because we've got already 1 damage against us on the board, so we need to do things quickly. So flying ant and the raccoon can each kill something. We'll make good use of these. So I can only make those 3 attack the board. The tadpole would take 1 turn, but yeah. So we're going for a pack rat. Your pack was full. A small critter approached. Pack rat, always useful. So this one can sacrifice 2 things. This time I need to remember to pick an item before using the pack rat. If we get scissors, for example, we could use scissors against the boss. If I place the pack rat here, it's going to deal 2 damage and then kill the raven egg. The raven egg will jump anyway. Wow, okay, so this one's going to get stronger. I can't get the flying ant out of there. Placing the gecko wouldn't do anything for us. At least we get 2 extra damage. Okay, so we've got nothing to sacrifice there. We could buff something. We could either buff the raccoon or the pack rat. I'm not going to buff either of those cards because they'll be sacrificed anyway. Let's go for the fire. Cost of 1 blood. Ringworm. Okay, I guess we are going to burn the ringworm. The worm lighted gunfire was a welcome sight. The 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Armor creature by the fire enhances health, said one. So, please kill it. Surely your creature could become more powerful, but you would need to risk another moment by the fire. Push your luck up away. Yes! Feeding time! Screamed one survivor, leaping up on the ringworm. The spears promptly eviscerated the beast. You snuck away amid the sickening sound, gnashing and howling. Okay. Here, keep the bones. Not very useful unless we have a cow that requires bones. Okay, so we could pick the squirrel. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we could go for the pelts. We've got 4 pelts. Is it enough for 1 pelt? I believe it is, but I think I would prefer try to get a card that I can choose or the gold. I'll be darned! You come across me early! Can we give him a chance? Pick a boulder and I'll break it. If it's gold, it's yours. Yes, yes, yes. Only bugs under that boulder. Strange vermin, Dadden. You want it? Moving ants, I guess. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight. No hungry survivors would be bothering you this time. Okay, so I'm guessing the flying ant could benefit from having some HP. I don't think I'll get to... Nah. Pack rat could at least survive 2 hits from a bear. Okay. Well, it's a card that I can place it here to deal damage on the board, and then I place a squirrel that I can sacrifice with the ant queen. Okay. Could get another couple of items there. Well, one item. But then I would be forced to kill something. So the cuckoo, I guess? Or I could place the black goat on, let's say, the gek or the rabbit. Then I could easily play out of those cards. The cuckoo is not going to be very useful against the grizzly, so I need to make sure that I can play both the pack rat and the ant queen, but it's not going to be very useful against the bears. I don't think I'm going to get past those bears. The trapper sat hunched beside one of his traps, slowly cranking it open. He gingerly removed the mangled hair from the steel teeth, but left the trap unhinged. I'm afraid I must be skinning you today. Okay. So, the ant queen strikes once it goes there. The strange frog deals 1 damage on the board, it goes there. The ant queen will provoke the trap, she goes there. Oh really, I just used the bleach just to... So maybe when I place the flying ant, it will strike directly on the board. Is it moving? No, it's not moving. The gek would give me a pelt, but it's not going to be very useful against the next phase. Might as well use the bone. It's not like I've got anything that requires them. Place the worker ant. Thing is, I don't want to use the ant yet. If I place the gek here, it's going to give me a pelt. At least it's this out of the way. Later I could place a squirrel for an ant to strike here, so it's going to kill the bullfrog and strike 2 on the board. But yeah, going to use the bleach now so that they stay where they are. Oh, it doesn't die. It doesn't die because I removed the thing for the traps. So I'm going to... Thank you. I'm going to kill those 2. Tadpole. The ant queen is going to die. Crap. Going to place it here, ready to be sacrificed. It will kill this thing anyway. The aqua squirrel will be ready. When I place this thing right here. Okay, so frozen opossum. I could place the... No, I can't do this. I mean, even if I win this first one, I'm still stuck with the bears after this. There's no way I can go get through the bears with those cards. Because, yeah, there's just no way. So, yeah, this is over for us, basically. Well, we didn't have anything. Even if we had, let's say, the scissors and the hourglass, it's not the pack rat who could have saved us. I mean, it would have dealt 4 damage on the board, and then what? But yeah, there's absolutely nothing we can do. So yeah, it is over for us. Like I said to Totally yesterday, I didn't watch any videos or anything about people getting through all the challenges at once. But I saw that apparently there's a video of somebody going through this as a speed run in 17-18 minutes. I just can't believe that somebody could succeed with this in 2 hours, let's say. So a speed run of this? No way. So are we going through with this deck again, or do we want to try a new one? But remember, we're still stuck with the annoying sigil. So our starting cards will be, again, annoying. This one more time, but I'm looking up which is the best deck. Okay. Myself, I believe this is one of the deck we have to go through with, because you can use them as sacrifices. So I am assuming that you want me to keep going with this, or do you want me to wait for you to decide for the cards? Show me some exquisite pelts. We've got the beehive, which would give us bees, but then it depends on the cards to be dealt against us to be cards that strike on the ground, not flying. Those two. Apparently the best is the Mantis God deck. These are exquisite, mate, thanks. Okay. We could enhance the strength of the beehive, or we could get a pack rat. And then we could get another one right here. Do you want to change the music? Yes, I might change the music right now. I'll fall, but always useful. Okay. So let me know which music you want to play. So this is the one we were listening to. So this sounds like the music of Grimoire at the end of the game. Nope. Maybe. Okay, so we'll go back to it later. Meh. Okay, so... Meh. I don't know about you, but this one is kind of meh. So yeah, this is the music of the second part of the game. This is also maybe. Nope. Eh. This would kind of break the not the immersion, but the feeling of the game. Maybe. Okay. So this is again the first one that we changed. So this was your first maybe. I think this is the one when we play against... No. No, yeah. Because it was Grimora's music, you're right, you're right. This one was the maybe. This one was the first maybe. I got mixed up between Grimora's theme and that one. Talking about the next one after this. Okay. This one was a no. This one was the second part of the game. The 2-bit. Or the 8-bit. Oh, I don't know how they call it. Okay. Okay. It's playing right now. The pronghorn will strike the beehive. Yeah, I like it. It's relaxing. Going to place it right here. The gek will deal at least 1 damage. Not going to place the tadpole here because it will make the mole strike us. The pack rat. So I'm going to place the tadpole. No, the squirrel, the gag right here. The bee will be striking directly on the board. I concede. Psh, no. I could place this here. It's going to evolve. Going to place the rabbit right here. Going to sacrifice it. So yeah, this is a win. Okay. Okay. We could sacrifice something. We could get another pack rat. This would allow us to get 1 bear on the board, on our side. Free a space to maybe get to hit it. No, that's not what I meant to do. This. We could get the card here, sacrifice. Or we could get cards, then sacrifice. Yeah. Get the cat, the rattler, the coyote. We could get enough bones to place a coyote. We don't have anything else though, so the undying cat, yeah, the coyote, because the undying cat's not going to be very useful there. I'm thinking placing the beer. Well, this would turn the board, so I could maybe. So beehive, I'm thinking beehive, placing it on the pack rat. The pack rat would give us at least 2 bees. Yep. Plus it can strike. So Again, is this going to help us against... Oh! Yes, it would be good because each bee could give us an item on the board. Right? Pushy cuckoo. Raven. We don't want the cuckoo. Well, if the cuckoo lands here and drops a raven egg, then we get a raven egg. If we place this here, it's going to strike 3 on the board. No, it's going to strike for 2. Then next card it will strike for 3. If I place the rabbit here, sacrifice it, place this card right here, it's going to... I place this grass squirrel here. The cuckoo can't place an egg there. But this one could... If I place the rabbit here, sacrifice it, gets to strike for 1. Oh, seriously, like I said, maybe the cuckoo would drop an egg, a raven egg, on our side. Maybe. Or it could just drop a normal egg. It's kind of a 50-50. Either it's going to be good or it's going to be bad. If it drops a normal egg, we're stuck with a normal egg. If we've got a raven egg, then it's going to evolve the next turn into a raven. I could place this here, it would strike for 2. Then strike for 3 after this, for 3 right now. If I play the rabbit here, sacrifice it. This one is going to deal 1 damage. It's not going to be enough. Unless I place the card here. Stops the cuckoo from dropping an egg here, but it could be a raven egg. If I place the card here, it's going to deal 2 damage. Maybe we'll get a raven egg from the cuckoo for free. The tentacles could kill the cuckoo after this. Because it's moving here. There's no way this hand can kill the raven. So we strike. Okay, so it's a crappy card. Well, it's going to kill the cuckoo and get killed by the porcupine. Unless we pick up just another card to increase its strength. Or we turn this around. But if we turn this around, we can't use this against the bears. But maybe we could get a chance at playing a the pack rat, which could allow us to. But of course, the cuckoo would deal 1 damage on the board plus the 3 damage from the tentacle hand. It would then die to the porcupine. The raven here would deal 1 more damage. We could pull 1 tooth right now. Just to be sure. The hand tentacle could kill them both, but we don't know which card is coming up next. Maybe another raven, another pushy raven coming this way. We don't know. If I play the Gek here, it's going to at least get 1 hit on the board. This one would die for us. Or if we move it here, it's going to strike for 3. This one's going to strike for 4. It goes up to this. Then it goes down of 2. The cuckoo will take the hit for from the porcupine. Then we'll be. I think we have no choice. I mean, if I place the Gek here, it wouldn't be a good idea. We could place the Gek there, then move the clock. The Gek will move here, strike the board. The raven would be facing the card right here, which would deal 2 damage, so it's not going to kill it. But if I turn this, the raven dies. Oh, because it's still pushy, even on my side. Well, we deal 4 damage. It deals. Yeah. We could place an aqua squirrel just to say that, oh, that'd be nice. That would be great. So yeah, we're just going to place the rabbit here just to get rid of this. The pack rat would be placed here. It's giving us a boulder. It's going to strike and kill the porcupine. Because it takes a hit, it's going to give us a bee that might give us an item. Nope. Of course not. I was hoping that it would give us, because when you've got, let's say, a beehive with the undying, it gives you undying bees, but I guess it doesn't work like that. Just going to place it here. It's going to strike for the next time. Okay. Now we've got extra damage. So more money for the trader, but I don't see the trader in the way. So we could go for the gold and buff something. I guess we could buff the pack rat. So either going to be the damage for 3 or the HP for 4. If it's a HP of 4, we might get at least couple of bees. We could get a random bug card. Buffed rat. I'll be darned, you come across me only. Give a game a chance. Pick a boulder and I'll break it. If it's gold, it's yours. Yes, I know. I'll be darned, it's gold. Now it's just a matter of finding the trader. Having hiccups. The trader is not in the way. We may encounter the trader before the fight, or we may not. We've got another fire to buff, or another item, or armor creature by the fire, enhanced power, ordinary survivor. So yeah, we agree that we're going to buff the pack rat once, right? Because yeah, keep it right there, Storm Survivor. The creature could become more powerful, but the survivors look hungrier by the second. Push your luck or pull away. So yeah. Yes, we take it back, or yes, we go for another round and risk it for the biscuit. I'm thinking pulling away. Yeah. The fire one, the pack rat enhanced power. Suspected the intentions of survivors were less than pure. If you pack rat and two, you did it into the woods. Okay, so there's two fire on the left. Meaning maybe two things to buff. Probably the pack rat. I think this is going to be the MVP pack rat. Flying Coyote. Nope. I think we could place the Aqua Squirrel plus this one with the cards. We take this to increase the strength of the attacks. So it deals 3, they deal 3. Pack rat, okay. So it doesn't matter where we place them. The pack rat will be here to kill the porcupine. Is going to If it would deal 3 damage on the board, yes. But then it would die. No, it's not going to die because the coyote is flying. The boulder is here to block the porcupine, and the gek can take care of the rabbit before the rabbit gets a chance to strike. It's too bad I can't get rid of the gag now, because this might be over for us. Yep. So you're saying that we should go for the Mantis deck. The Mantis God, right? Mantis Goddess. Okay, so this is going to be me, okay. Okay, so I'm guessing we need to buff the Mantis God, or are we going to risk it? The last time I risked it straight away because I had nothing to lose. So it got us to 3 damage. At a fire, I mean. Let's see what I can offer you for those pelts. Hair pelts. Because we can't do much with all the challenges at once. So we really need sometimes to risk it. Because playing safe sometimes it's not enough to even get through the barrage of Greasies. Cuckoo would be nice to place on the Mantis God, but then the egg in front of it would get a hit on the Mantis God. The Raven could be placed on the Mantis God so that the Mantis God could fly. The Skunk could nullify the buff damage of the Mantis God. So maybe taking the Skunk, placing it on the Mantis God. Or we could go for the Adder that we place on the Mantis God that would kill 3 things in front of it. And I think this is the one I'm going for. And the Cuckoo would stop something. On the Corpse Maggot would just take a dead card's place. So I could sacrifice a squirrel, place a ringworm, the ringworm dies, the Corpse Maggot takes its place. Or really, it's basically just placing the Skunk, but the Skunk doesn't do any damage. The Elk Fawn would evolve. Because we don't know the cards that will be dealt against us. So we are at the Prospector's. We are on the Prospector's map. So we can only assume that ravens, cuckoos, coyotes, and those kind of things will be placed on the board against us. The Corpse Maggot is always useful because it takes the place of anything that dies on our side. The Cuckoo really stops things from coming on the board. Or I could just place a raven in front of us and we would be stuck with this. We could place the skunk and the cuckoo to make sure that the raven in front of it doesn't get to deal more damage than the cuckoo. But we can only take one card. And I think the adder placing it on the mantis god is the way to go about it, because it could kill 3 grizzlies in front of it. But then what? We would need something to... maybe a dire wolf that strikes on the empty space after the mantis god killed a grizzly. But it really depends if we've got something like the dire wolf or the grizzly to strike that many damage. So I really can't say whether I want the cuckoo or the corpse maggot. The skunk is good as well, but deals no damage. We've got 2 cards that deal absolutely no damage. And I don't want to just place a ringworm on a fire just for it to get buffed. So we could buff it to, oh, let's say it's going to give it 2 HP each. So going to buff it to 5 HP. I don't care about having a ringworm with 5 HP. If it doesn't deal damage, it's just an obstacle that buffs the damage of something in front of it. So I don't know if the cuckoo really could stop a more dangerous card than the raven. These are exquisite, my thanks. Like I said, it all depends on the cards that will be dealt against us. We could always just sacrifice the cuckoo after this and place a stronger card next to it. Your pack was full, but a small creature approached. A pack rat, so now we've got a pack rat with our other cards. If we sacrifice the cuckoo and place it on the pack rat, we wouldn't care in the least if there's a raven egg in front of it, because they're just going to strike both on the board directly and deal the same amount of damage. But I think really making the mantis god deadly is the priority right here. So the cuckoo could stop the wolf cub. Now we've got the broken egg right here. So it could deal 1 damage. Or we could sacrifice the cuckoo right now, place the mantis god right here, which would strike 3 times on the board. Then we see new cards appearing. It would still deal 3 damage. So 3 damage here, 3 damage there. We still win. The wolf won't get a chance to play. No, I can't play the pack rat yet. So... okay, we could buff something. Now we could buff the mantis god. I don't see anything that can be sacrificed, so we can buff the mantis god, or maybe getting rid of a ringworm, and we can get maybe a bug. I'll be darned! You come across me early. Can Careful and give him a chance. Pick a boulder and if it's gold, it's yours. Yeah. Here, gold! Again, it depends if we encounter the trader. If not... Is this a fire or what? Oh yes, it's a fire. So there's a fire right there. But we've got a fire right here, so it's not the trader or anything. The crackling fire lit the starving faces of a group of survivors. We are not food, one said, but perhaps one of you creatures will join us. Enhanced powers, another. So we should buff the mantis god first. Buffing the ringworms not really a priority right now, I think. Because if it buffs them for two attacks. If we focus on the mantis god might deal 6 damage on the board. Hi, just told me, how are you? I'm doing great. How about yourself? So yeah, my priority would be buffing the mantis god. We could try to get rid of the ringworm, but then we would be missing on extra damage on the mantis god. Surely a creature could become more powerful. Great! Surely, but you would need to risk another moment by the fire. Push your luck up all the way. Nope. The fire wound the mantis god enhanced power. Respected the intentions of the survivors while they stand pure with your mantis god until you retreated into the woods. So now it deals 6 damage on the board. We win whenever we play the mantis god first. If we get to play it first. Right now we don't get to play it first. We are stuck with 2 ringworms that are completely useless, plus another that costs for 2. I could kill the coyote. If I pick up the squirrel right now, I could place the adder, but so what? Posture check. So if I pick up the squirrel right now, I would be ready for playing the adder. But I think I really need to focus. Hydrate. I have no choice. We've got already 1 damage against us because of the challenge. Those 2 cards would get us down to here already. So this is already terrible. So we have no choice there but to pull already 1 tooth to try to One thing I could do is try to place a ringworm just to take the damage from the coyote. We don't care that it's going to increase its strength, it's just going to stop it. And now we've got another coyote in front of us, so I have no choice now but to place 2 of those and kill this one coyote. We'll take 1 more damage But it's just 1 damage. Mantis God! Okay, the Mantis God can get things back up. So I'm going to place it here because I don't want the porcupine to kill my Mantis God. Good. The spar is buffed, it's alright. It's not too bad. The cuckoo. I would need a squirrel to stop this next. Just going to place it here. Don't want to block the path of the Mantis God striking the board. So I get some extra damage. I wouldn't say that. I just got used to try to dodge most of its attacks against me. So we get kin or we get the cost of blood. Which side should I go for? Oh. So did you go very far into the game? Did you get to try Kaycee's mod? Because this is the one thing we are doing right now, and this is very painful, but fun. Not yet, I haven't bought it yet, unfortunately. Ah, it's alright. So I'm thinking kin would be Cameo Queen's choice, I believe. Or I could be wrong. Because I don't think it really matters. We could go for the cost of blood. Because... yeah. We need things that cost very cheap. So a skunk. Okay. We get to sacrifice something next. Oh, but sorry, too bad. It is too late. Now we can place the adder on the Mantis God. Is what I'm thinking about doing. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. Something that gives ants. Or something with bugs. So we should go for the bugs. Maybe we'll get something before the end. Something that would buff those cards. Maybe bugs that go back into your hand. That would be nice. Certainly nice for the Mantis God. If it dies after killing 3 bears in front of it, then we can just place it back up. I'm going for the bug. The grey-haired woman silently collected our carvings and left. So yeah, I'm thinking making the deadly Mantis God. Okay, so going to place the cuckoo right here. Going to stop the pronghorn from bothering us. I could place the skunk right here. That way the porcupine wouldn't do any damage, but so would the elk fawn. But the elk fawn is going to evolve, so maybe I could get a pack rat next to kill it. Yeah. Does not matter if you strike it down. It's going to strike for 1, it's going to strike for 2. Okay. I'm thinking about placing the mantis god instead of the cuckoo. It's going to destroy the broken egg and hurt the pronghorn. So the elk will just move here after taking a hit. Then the mole will die because it's going to, and then the egg won't get a chance to strike anyway, so I could also just take the porcupine out already. It's going to hurt the pack rat a bit, but I get an item that can bleach. So the elk wouldn't move, the mole would stay there. And I get to kill those. And the porcupine is not going to hurt the pack rat. I'll surrender. No, you will do no such thing. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking about making the mantis god not stronger, but deadlier. It's going to kill, or if I place the other and kill. No. Making the mantis god deadlier, I think, is the way to go. Do people agree? Because we can also make it stronger. Or we could get the missing items there. Maybe we'll get scissors. Scissors, hourglass would be perfect. We could simply stop his turn as the bears are shown. We cut one. We could place the other in front of a bear. We stop it. We could. I don't know. So either we get some items If we get the clock, we could get the bear on our side and free a space for us to strike. If we get scissors, we cut one bear card. If we get the hourglass, we pause the game for one turn. Plus, we might get a piece of carving that would buff the rest of the bug totem. Because if we were to place the adder on the mantis right now, it would kill 3 bears, but so what? We wouldn't get a chance to strike the empty spaces unless we've got the pack rat next to it. But then there would be a bear going down and killing the pack rat anyway. So Direwolf Pup or the Alpha. The Direwolf Pup would evolve into an adult that strikes for 4, meaning 2 hits 2 times. So the Direwolf Pup could get us the win. So we might be able to do this. We've got this. So the clock. And we've got the tooth. Just to get us the victory. Okay, we might be able to do this, boss. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. We've got prickly bugs. Or bugs that dodge the attacks. So I could place a card in front and we place the mantis god next to 2 cards. The first card gets destroyed by a grizzly. After this, the mantis god is in the middle. It has nowhere else to go but to the left. So its tail would die instead. Because he won't be able to go to the right if there's a card blocking its path. And if we've got another bug to the right, I think leaving tails behind is the way to go about it. Because prickly bugs, the bears would strike the bug cars and get pricked for 1 HP. They've got 6 HP 6 HP each. My bugs being prickly is not going to do anything for me right now. But if my bugs can last longer by dodging the attacks, then without another word, the woodcarver was gone. If only we could just kill the mule right now. Towards a prospector! Hee-haw! The mantis god is here. Okay, so the adder. We wait for the pack mule to come here. So the coyote. Okay. The coyote is going to strike us for 2. We wait 1 turn just to pick up another squirrel. We place it there. It's going to kill the pack mule, which will give us loads of cards to choose from. So we should really wait for this. And then when we get the win, we'll get to play the Mantis God. I have an idea. I place the adder right here. I use the clock right now. The adder is going to strike here. It's alright. The pack mule will move there. The Kaycee is going to be blocked by the boulder. We don't care about that. Here's the mule, we get the cards. You coward! That mule was defenseless! Uh-huh. So now... we can... pick up, let's say, another aqua squirrel. We place the aqua squirrel right here. Doesn't matter where you're going to. So the Mantis God will kill both coyotes plus the wolf cub and deal 2 damage on the board. The wolf won't get a chance to deal more damage than it. So, got the bat. Enough damage for the bat to deal any damage. It's not going to matter where he's going, because the bat's going to strike the board. It's going to deal 4 damage, we get back up. It's alright if the wolf deals damage, because we can deal way more damage than the wolf. And we've got something that blocked the path of the Mantis God. We don't care, it's alright. It is alright. So, it's going to deal 8 damage, so it's going to get us... Okay, so what I've been thinking about is the bat will be stopped by the grizzly, of course. So the grizzly is going to kill the bat after this. Then this grizzly going to strike, well, try to strike the Mantis God. The Mantis God will dodge it and move here, so it can strike again on 2 spots. So the pack rat, I would need to place a pack rat somewhere. I could place, I don't know, I've got a couple of squirrels. So yeah, the Mantis God will evade the attack. This grizzly will strike the board, so I could place the golden belt right there just to stop the attack. Dodged. The ringworm is going to avoid taking damage, so it's going to block 2 square. So the mantis god will kill this grizzly, damage that one. Okay, so I place it here. It's going to give us a rock. Could place the rock here and a ringworm there. No, the ringworm is going to die if I do so. So the the mantis god will kill this grizzly. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. So the grizzly here is dead. So is that one after the pack rat kills it. But they are both going to die after this. So those two are going down as well. After this, I could place really a boulder in here. So it's going to stop for 2 turns. The ringworm will move here after one strike against it. It's going to leave its tail behind. The tail will take the hit for it. So now I don't have much to do because I'll be taking 8 damage. I'll be taking 8 damage. There's no way the elk fawn, the direwolf pup, wouldn't be able to kill another one. The grizzly here is going to kill it before it gets a chance to evolve. Pulling a tooth is not going to help me there. The skunk is not going to help me at all. So that's it. That's it. Pulling a tooth is not going to save me. I'm done. I did what I could and it was not enough. Because, yeah. In what situation do you think I could place die wolf? I can't. Placing the elk fawn. I'm sorry, I have to go to bed. Alright. Yeah, it is good. It's alright. I hope you're gonna have a good rest. And I think I could try another go after this, but yeah, it's going to be frustrating. So yeah, I hope you're going to have a nice rest. And this is pretty much the end for us, because the ringworm is going to take 1 hit and that's it. We're done. Even if I replace it by the skunk, we're done. Even if I pull a tooth right now, we're done. if you really want to go through the grizzlies, you need to have at least scissors, because it would free up a space and give us a chance to strike the empty space, but we didn't have scissors or anything, and we had no choice but to use the clock on the previous fight. So there's nothing, absolutely nothing I could do to save this fight. Even if I had picked up a squirrel, then so what? I would have placed a dire wolf. It would have died anyway after dealing 1 damage against which one? So this fight is over. Oh, good for me. Yeah. Even if I had made the mantis god deadly, it wouldn't have been enough. Like, okay, all 3 bears are dead. So what? The next bears would still strike me just as hard. Because, yeah. I can try again. One more go. And I'm going to get a break. Well, a break. Going to end the stream after this run. Have you brought me fine pelts? Because I don't want to spend too long on many attempts on this. I'll try as many times as it needs to maybe get this victory. But I don't want to spend 7 hours in one stream. I would much rather. So it's going to be lasting a couple of streams until I finally get a win. Because if I spend 7 hours on the frustrating runs over and over, I'm going to have a burnout at some point. So the wolf cub and the cuckoo. I'm thinking placing the cuckoo on the wolf cub, because when it evolves, it's going to strike for 3 on the board. It's going to ignore completely the damage of a raven if it's placed in front of it. So I'm going to bet on the wolf cub right now. So first it's going to strike like the cuckoo would, but then it would evolve into an adult. If I place the mantis god right now, it's going to be killed by either a grand fur or rabbit. Direwolf pup would just jump in front of anything, but it's going down at the same time as the rabbit, so So I'll take 1 hit from the direwolf pup. So this one's going to kill it, I guess. It's or I can place the mantis god because the wolf cub would deal the same damage, but it would stop a card there from maybe spawning. So even if the mantis god dies, it's not the worst case scenario. So I need to stop this one. So just going to place it there, going to place the wolf cub, and that's it. Porcupine, it's fine because the wolf wins anyway. So we are on a good start with the wolf cub right now. But we'll see how far this goes. We've got the wolf. So we could place the mantis god on the wolf. So the wolf would already strike for 3. And it would have 2 HP already. The warm light of the campfire was a welcome sight. Though the 10 hungry eyes round it dampened the greeting. Warmer kitchen by the fire enhanced health at 1. So I could buff the wolf right now and place the mantis god on it later if I get to sacrifice. This is my best bet right now. Keep it right there, said one survivor. The creature could become more powerful, but the survivors look hungrier by the second. For this, I'm thinking I need to risk it. Oh, that was worth it. The health of the wolf was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. So we've got a much stronger wolf right now. It can take 2 hits from a grizzly. If we place the mantis god, place it on the wolf, it's going to kill 3 grizzlies after the second turn. Unless we make it even stronger. But it depends if I can place the mantis god on the wolf. So he's not going anywhere because the mole would just stop the attacks and allow the elk fawn from getting on the board. And the elk fawn's not going to have enough time to reach us. Okay, it's not the worst start to a stream ever. So my priority is really to buff the wolf. Field mice. Or the adder. Oh, placing the adder on the mantis god, then the wolves could do some damage on the board. That could help us. But creating copies of the mantis god would be nice as well. But the mantis god wouldn't be able to kill the grizzlies. Oh, the choices. Having 2 wolves that can take hits, more than 2 hits. I mean, having this wolf right here that creates a copy would be useful as well. Could focus on one bat. It would strike for 2 times to kill. It would take two hits to kill one grizzly, and then one grizzly would take 2 hits to kill the wolf. But then there's another grizzly coming. So either I make the mantis god deadly again, like I thought the first time, but I couldn't do it, or I create copies of the mantis god and increase its strength. Or I could create copies of the wolf. I think really making the mantis god deadly really is the way to go about it. We can't get new items, but we could get a pack rat. Or we could upgrade the strength of the wolf, but if it's the HP is not going to help the mantis god. It might help the wolf cub after it evolves, if it gets to evolve before the grizzlies. The choices. But getting more items, really, we could get scissors. Your pack was full, but a small creature approached. And I have my eye that twitches, so it's not great. Okay, going to stop the prog horn. How many times have you completed the game? I believe I have completed the game 4 times. About 4 times. I think twice on my own and twice during stream. With the Kaycee's mod. I completed Kaycee's mod twice, but there's still the one goal to win with all the challenges completed, because apparently this is something that you need to do to really complete it. So the mole's going to stop the elk fawn if I place it. Another squirrel. Oh well. It's going to stop the elk fawn from evolving. And the wolf will kill them. So placing the mantis god is not going to help me, because it's just going to die anyway. The mole, I mean, so. So I spent 1 squirrel to get 1 squirrel. I could get another pack rat and maybe buff a card. Getting another pack rat. Or I could sacrifice something. Again, I'm thinking about sacrificing the other and placing it on the mantis god. It would kill the pack mule, giving me already the cards, plus kill the coyote that would be played in front of me. Plus I'd get a piece of carving, I guess. The alpha would give us bones, so yeah. No, it's not going to give us bones. It's going to cost bones and increase the damage of the nearby cards. Sacrificing the adder and placing it on the Mantis God. Deadly Mantis God is going to strike for one time, killing 3 grizzlies in front of it. Then I could place a wolf that could kill 1 grizzly after 2 turns. The grizzly is not going to have enough time to kill the wolf, but yeah. The decrepit wood carver appeared before you. She moved with certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. So, bugs. I'm thinking... yeah, bugs. The grey-haired woman silently collected her carvings and left. Okay. And I have to play with an eye that twitches, so it's not helpful. Hee-haw! There's a prospector! Okay, the alpha is right here. We could place the alpha right now. No, we couldn't play the alpha right now. I mean, if we had bones, we could play it, and the boulder would get 1 attack, but that wouldn't be very useful. So, I'm gonna have to... wait 1 turn. Going to wait 1 turn, the Kaycee will deal 2 damage on the board. It's not going to be very fun, but at least I can pull 1 tooth just to make sure that I tough a bit longer. Okay, so now I'm going to... I need to place something, okay. So, squirrel. Going to place the Mantis God right here. It's going to kill the pack mule. The Kaycee is going to deal 1 damage on the board. It's alright. Kill those 2. The wolf would be ready for when the Mantis God kills the grizzly that would be right there. So the first grizzly would strike the wolf right here. The wolf would... and I need only 1 more bone. Mule in our pack! The Wolverine strikes once. The pack rat. Okay, so we can already place, let's say, the squirrel and a cuckoo. So it doesn't matter, it's just going to give me more bones to place the alpha later. The ringworm. Oh! Cash Maniac has raided you with party 4. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Can't even look. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm thinking about... no, killing the crew. So... those 2 cards... how the game has been so far. Well, I'm currently doing Kaycee's mod with all of the challenges, so it's kind of not easy. Thank you for the follow, Joseph Fondel. Cash can't read without a message. You just finished the game, that's great! Not just... so did you choose to replace Leshy, Gremora, PO3 or Maleficus? I missed that. I was hella late, just saying. Okay. The pack rat. I'm thinking I could... No, the wolf would withstand 2 hits. I replaced PO3, I believe. I used the robot deck in the end. Oh. The first time I tried to replace PO3. The second time I chose Leshy because I prefer to sacrifice things on the board rather than wait for the energy bar to fill. So really, I'm thinking... So, the wolf... they all require at least 2. I don't want to do this, so... So it kills them. The mantis god dies. I deal 3 damage on the board at least. Okay. I'm going to... Yep. It's too bad the mantis... Have a good stream, man. I'm off to bed. Alright, take care. Thank you for the thank you for the raid, is what I meant. I could place the bat right here, sacrifice set to place the pack rat and get the bleach. The bleach is not going to be very useful right now. The alpha would die. Yeah, same for me. Hope you have a good stream. Got school tomorrow. Alright. Have a good night. Now I saw it, you diagnose. Mantis. Yep, the mantis god is great, except for the annoying sigil. This one. The creature opposing a card bearing this sigil gains 1 power. So, unless you get the skunk to place it on it, it's going to nullify the annoying sigil, but yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking of placing the alpha right here, but even if it increased their strength, cards of 40. Yeah, but then if I place the alpha right now, it's still going to die, and I'm not sure if I could get to play something else. Could get 1 hit in. If only I could get things to fly, then the bleach would be useful, but it's not right now. The alpha would stop 1 damage from getting in, but then I wouldn't have a card to maybe sacrifice and place the wolf on. So should I take 1 hit from a bear? This boulder's not going to last forever. So I've got 1 safe turn for this. The wolf would reduce damage, the HP of this grizzly to 3 HP, so this would be able to finish it off. The pack rat would damage it to 4, but then what? I could pick up a more offensive card that would probably need sacrifice. I don't remember really what my other cards were. If I place the alpha, they each gain a buff of attacks. I think I have no choice but try to make them stronger. Not that it's going to help in the long run, because this wolf right here would be able to kill this one in the next turn anyway. Because I would get a hit in, but they would get a hit on me as well. So I'm not sure I know what to do right now. I don't think I can succeed in this run. Because yeah, I don't remember my other cards. I don't think. I mean, I probably got another ringworm. So picking up another ringworm's not going to help me. The bleach is completely useless right now. I mean, removing the flying thing is not. So what do you think I should do? Should I place the alpha buff of 1 damage each? Can we strat? Yeah, we can do strategy in this game, yes. Strat numbers. Because if we place the alpha right here, it's going to buff both the pack rat and the wolf. But it's going to be pointless because the next wolf that I have in my hands would be able to kill the grizzly the next turn anyway. Just a chatter tool, but I like to have fun. It's alright. If I place the alpha right now, I wouldn't have a second card to sacrifice and place this wolf to finish them off. But then I would have to deal with them killing me on the next turn. So I don't think that I've got really anything I can do. It's just one of those runs that I'm going to die anyway. Yeah, I've got the ringworm and I can only place the alpha. So it was going to be a failed run anyway. Yep. I didn't really expect much anyway from this run as well. I mean, making the Mantis God Deadly was a priority, but you don't always get to do so. So as you can see, I've got all of the challenges unlocked. But hey, I just wish we didn't have this annoying sigil. Show me some exquisite pelts. So yeah, they say that the Mantis God in your hand is the way to go about it. Personally, I thought that the one deck. Nice played. Thank you. I tried, but it didn't really help us. So how about I let you decide which cards we try. Blue suits you. Thank you. So we could try a bug deck. Or we could try to get a warrant that gives ants. So it would give us a free rabbit plus an ant that we could already sacrifice the rabbit on. What do you think? My eye is still twitching. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe getting a warren that spawns ants. Or just placing the warren on the ant queen, really. Because the ant queen would get to deal damage and has more HP. Yeah. I will make good use of these. So yeah, we can already place the warren on the ant queen. Or we could buff the mantis god. I mean, we can also do the sacrifice here instead, but we've got cars there. It's always the hard choices. Either we try to buff the mantis god, because I don't think that it's really worth trying to get rid of those ringworms right now at a fire, because if it's the HP and it gives us a ringworm with 5 HP because they don't want to eat it, then we'll be stuck with a ringworm with 5 HP, which is completely useless unless you really want to stop something on the ground from hitting us. And again, my eye is twitching. I have no idea. Sacrifice or buff? Sacrifice or buff? If we... I mean, we could risk it. We could risk buffing the mantis really to an extreme. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight. The 10 hungry eyes round it dampened the greeting. Warmer kitchen by the fire, enhanced power, said one. So yeah, I'm thinking again, we risk the mantis god. If it dies, it dies. Surely a creature could become more powerful, but you would need to risk another moment by the fire. Push your luck, pull away. Push my luck. And now it's dealing 3, 3 and 3. The power of the mantis god was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. Okay, now it's dealing for 9 damage on the board. Beehive. It would be nice to have the queen to get a hit on it so that we could get bees. Well, we'd get at least 1 bee. Are we going for pack rat or are we going for items maybe later on? I mean, we've got mantis god that deals 9 damage on the board, so I think we are going to save the square up later for later. So it's going to strike. Nope, it's not even going to strike the beehive. Never mind. Now it is. Give us a bee. ringworm. It's not going to be very useful right now. So this river otter is never going to get a chance to play. Good. Okay, just going to place it here, so we're going to get a lot of extra damage, meaning more money for maybe later. But that depends only if we manage to survive the first boss. Again, we could buff even more. Or we could, again, like I said, sacrifice the war and place it on the queen. But we would be stuck with pelts in our hands, so no. I'll be darned, you come across me early! If I give a chance, pick a boulder and I'll break it. If it's gold, it's yours. You know what? I'm going for the first one. No gold! Just a strange looking varmint. Take it. Okay, so it's an ant that gives us bones. Well, it's an ant, so we add it to the ant queen. It's going to increase the damage. It's good overall. So, a group of starving survivors stood around the dying campfire. There is room for a creature on the fire, one said. The warmth enhances its health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all but could not stop licking their lips. Okay, so the mantis god. Surely your creature could become more powerful, but you would need to risk another moment by the fire. Push your luck or pull away. Pull away? The survivors were right about the flames. They enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your mantis god. Okay, and now we can buff even more there. Okay. We get already a win. Now I think it's better to just get a random card that we can actually choose instead of getting a random one that we have no idea which one we're going to get. A cockroach. Placing a cockroach on the mantis god would be nice, wouldn't it? That way the mantis god might die and just come back into our hands. Warm a creature by the fire, enhanced power, said the hungry survivor. Yep. So buffing the mantis god. Surely your creature could become more powerful, but you would need to risk another moment by the fire. Push your luck or pull away. Pull away. The survivor was right about the flames. They enhanced the creature's power. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling made a hasty retreat in the mantis god. And we can sacrifice something on something. So placing the cockroach on the mantis god. Oh, killing the worker ant to play the cockroach. Meh. It's a jumping worker ant. Okay. Okay, so the worker ant right here would deal 1 damage, but then it would die after this. The worker ant would give us 1 rabbit, but so what? We could sacrifice the ringworm, and then the warren, the cockroach would be... So it's going to increase strength, we don't care. We've got a cockroach. The cockroach could simply... deal... I mean, it's going to jump in front of it, while if I place a cockroach right here, it's going to stop the ringworm from jumping on something else. So I could just place it there, place a squirrel right there, rabbit, and queen. So this worker ant would probably jump in front of the cockroach, allowing this one to just join in. This cockroach would allow me to kill both ants. Great. Too bad I can't play it again. Okay. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. The mantis god will get us the win anyway. I mean, I could just sacrifice this one just to get more bones to place that one here. So we get more money. And let's see if we can buff the mantis god even more. Cost of 2, so the bloodhound. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm I caught you by the fire, enhanced health at 1. So again, we're going to upgrade the mantis god. Keep it right there, one survivor. The creature could become more powerful, but the survivors look hungrier by the second. Push your luck up away. Take it back. The fire warmed the weary mantis god and enhanced its health. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your mantis god in tow, you retreated into the woods. Okay. And we get to place the cockroach on the mantis god. So now it's not too bad if the mantis god dies, because you can hurt them. But we've got no items there to save us. The mud tugged hard at your feet, forcing you to slow your pace. A rank odor caused your stomach to churn and your eyes to water. It was the rotting fish that hung from the branches around you. A huge man approached. You bring fresh fish, easy to choose. Well, just going to place this thing right here. I guess the bloodhound will do its thing, jumping around. We won't care, it's just going to deal 2 damage. Or we could... yeah. Pick a squirrel, just place it there. Pick another card, the mantis god, okay. Pick a squirrel, place it there. Oh, that's a squirrel. Place it there. Blah blah. Okay. I'm almost done looking at my deck. After this I'll be able to just place the mantis god. So it's going to hurt them all, but it's going to die. I could place it here. I still lost. I still lost. Oh well. Because if I had picked up more squirrels, I would have picked up 1 squirrel, given up 1, picked up 1 squirrel, given up 1. I probably wouldn't have had enough to play more, because it would have replaced the grizzly cards with the starvation card, which stops me from attacking. So yeah, it was a good attempt, just not great. I still don't think this is the way to go about it, but I've been told that is the deck with the Mantis God. Have you brought me fine pelts? Hair pelts. We've got a tadpole that could be sacrificed easily to place the Mantis God or whatever. And the corpse maggot. The Wolverine can increase its strength after killing one thing. But it's expensive. I'll never get to 5 bones with those cards. And this one jumps on the board without the need really to spend 5 bones. Yeah, my gratitude. Okay, sacrificing something. I don't see why I would do that. Getting a pack rat, I guess. Your pack was full, but small creature approached. A pack rat, always useful. But yeah, I said earlier that I would stop after a couple runs, because I don't want to get a burnout after trying over and over and over. Yeah, you're going to die to rabbit. Or just going to take one turn just to allow this one to deal 1 damage, then I place the Mantis God, which would allow me to kill them all. And it gives me 1 bone. Pack rat. Well, I could play a pack rat. Maybe it would give me scissors. The clock, okay. So if I manage to save the clock for the final fight, that would be great. Got 3 bones. Okay. I don't really care about extra damage because there's no trader in this map. We already encountered her at the beginning, at the start. I like me a gamble. Pick a boulder. Show me what you strike. The first one. No gold. Just a strange looking environment. Take it. A moving cockroach. Still a cockroach, but I like things that stay where I place them. The crackling fire lit the starving faces of a group of survivors. We have not food, one said. But perhaps one of the creatures will join us, enhances health, and another. So yeah, just eat it! You considered leaving the creature by the fire for another moment. This would be risky. Yes! In an instant, several survivors set upon the beast. 5 people eating 1 ringworm. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's a gruesome spectacle. Blood and bones littered the campsite as the poor creature was torn limb from limb. Sick to your stomach, you turned away from the carnage and retreated. Because if it's not the size of a normal ringworm, I don't want to walk alongside something that big to feed 5 people. You're not going anywhere. The tadpole will evolve. Okay. The mantis dies, the megas take its place. The pack rat. It will move here once it's grown up. It will die to the pack rat. So I'm just going to pull a tooth. I've got bones now. I think I'm going to save it for later use. I should have placed a ringworm there, and then I sometimes forget that those aqua squirrels are just annoying. The squirrels really have 2 jobs. They're either sacrifices or they are obstacles, and now they are only sacrifices. Hydrate. Hello there. Hello there, Sam. How are you doing? Another corpse maggot. I guess. Going to buff the mantis god, I guess. The warm light of the campfire was a welcome sight. No hungry survivors would be bothering you this time. Yeah. And we've got 2 fires on the left, so... the mantis god's going to die. The pack rat would get to sacrifice something. Okay. Take the bones. Oh, the mantis god survived because I upgraded its hydrate. You want me to drink a lot of iced tea, don't you? hopefully it's going to... bones again. Cockroach. Well... I've got the bones for later if I want to play the cockroach. I would prefer scissors, really. And now I can buff the mantis god twice. The pack rat. Yep, the pack rat is very lovely. Something that costs bones again? No. Oh, field mice! Great, now we've got copies of cards. But is it going to be enough against the grizzly? A few emaciated corpses lay within an abandoned settlement. What did you feed them? Karma. The fire looked welcoming as always. No one liked to become famous and welcome side. No hungry survivors would be bothering you this time. Again. Oh! We get the win! We get a win! We use the clock to move the board and get a grizzly on our side. Then we place Mantis God where it can strike for 5. Gold! I can smell it! So yeah, this might be the beginning of something. Later, we could sacrifice the field mice, place it on the Mantis God to create copies of it. You know what? I don't even need the pack mule. I can simply place the Mantis God, I get the win, then I use the clock. I place it here because it's going to move like this and those like this. Corpse maggot. And we won. Huh, this thing's just going to get one hit when it gets through. Oh, we managed to get to the second map. Oh, wow. Is the game going to break our heart again, like last stream, or is it going to allow us to go on? Another course maggot, I guess. Wow, we managed to survive the first boss. Wow. A hideous swarm of insects gathered around you. Reptiles slipped and slithered around your feet. You were now engulfed by the wetlands. So, I'm thinking about placing the field mice on the Mantis God. And we've got the goo coming this way. So, Sparrow, I guess. So yeah, we've got the goo, so we could multiply the Mantis God. Hopefully it will give its same stats, plus the field mice sigil. So the goo. We've got the Mantis God right here, good. We get a win already. Thank you. We don't really care if we get a card from this or not. Sigil. We have sigil on all of those cards, so we don't care about the other choices, like 6 HP of cost of 5 bounce. All of those cards got sigils. Let the Eternal Wisdom begin. Yeah. 1, 2, and 2. Success. Oh, a wolf that gives a rabbit plus an item. So yes. I apologize in advance. Please allow me another chance. So we are going for a duplicate of this Mantis God. Just give us the same, please. Ugh. We'll paint a card. You did make it the same, you make it stronger. Thank you. Would the master be proud? I am. So no bad cards from this good friend. The goo is our friend, our best friend, our only friend. B. Well, I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be killed. And no, it's going to strike me. Oh no, I thought it's going to plunge then. Come on. Please. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Goo. We can sacrifice something else, so we could sacrifice a corpse maggot and place it, I guess, on the pack rat. It's not like I have really a choice. Or I could sacrifice the cockroach and place it on the pack rat. And we can get rid of a useless card. cockroach, place it on pack rat. Evolving reptiles again. So yeah, I placed the cockroach there. Cockroach there. It strikes for one, then it moves here. It's going to take the hit from the rattler and die. But I. The other would kill the ringworm, obviously, but the corpse on maggot would take its place to kill it. Good, okay. Thank you very much. It's going to give me a B as well if I don't. No, I just... I've won anyway, so I. HP, the kin, or the sigil. All of them except... no, all of them have sigils. Let the trial wisdom begin. 3, 3, and 2. The trial was passed. The proghorn would be played instantly. The bat would jump on the board and give me bones to maybe place a cockroach that could come back to life. But the proghorn could give me 1 bone each turn and would jump on the board instantly. But the bat that costs nothing and gives me bones for cockroach. Yes, I think so. Because the red heart, I don't care about it. It requires 2 sacrifices, so it deals 2 damage. So it's going to deal 4 damage once. After this, it's done. In the long run, it's not great. I could get rid of a card now to get 1 bone. So the ringworm, get out of here. I can merge things together. So I can merge them both. Yep, I could merge the mantis gods together. Or I could save them to have them to play one next to the other. Because if I merge them together right now, it's not going to be great later, because they both can create copies and they're both cheap. So I would merge the corpse maggots, because I've got the 3 corpse maggots. Because if not, I could place the sparrow on... No, let's merge the corpse maggots together. Did you bring us to the same? We would like to experiment. Corpse maggots. This procedure, it is grisly. Look away. What have we done? It's a slightly better card. Stinky birds. The mud tugged hard at your feet, forcing you to slow your pace. A rank odor caused your stomach to churn and your eyes to water. It was a rotting fish that hung from the branches around you. A huge man approached. Bring fish. Get a bone. And we get the mantis god. So with the mantis god we win right from the start, because we place it, then we get to pick up another squirrel that we sacrifice it to place the copy of this mantis god, and we win. Are we going to win? 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 I think I may have made a mistake. Too early. No. I just messed things up. I just messed things up. I did it too early. I missed this. I missed my only chance. Well, like I said, I don't want to spend 7 hours in one stream just to get this done. So I know it can be done. It's just that I got too eager to finish this fight. Instead of trying to get more cards that would deal damage on the board, I thought, yeah, because I forgot that it was the card that deals 5 damage. 5 damage is strong, but the grizzlies each have 6 HP. So even if I kill all the grizzlies in front, it's not going to be enough for the ones behind. So yeah, that will be all for now. I'm going to take a break, and I may try again later. We are still Tuesday, so tomorrow, because it's a bit late right now, almost midnight. So that will be all for now. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.